strikes in fascist and white terror countries. In countries where fascism and the white terror reign, the overwhelming majority of strikes are sporadic strikes. This means that in these countries the adherents of the Perfinturn have thus far been unable to penetrate into the factories, despite the measures of repression, in order to influence the polling of strikes, the demands, and the results of strikes. Consequently, it is especially important in countries of this type, to work directly inside the factory, for it is only from within the factory that economic and political movements may rise and be given vent. In countries where the very presentation of economic demands is punishable by law, the problem is nevertheless to draw the largest number of workers into the task of working out and presenting their economic demands. The demands should be prepared according to crafts, and should be presented to the management by large delegations of from 100 to 200 workers. This, however, must by no means be taken as a strict and fast rule to be applied to all countries. Changes must be made according to the peculiar conditions existing in each fascist or white terror country. Also, under no circumstances should the delegation be composed of all the leading active workers. We must not expose all the leading active workers to the measures of repression and terror practiced by the enemy. Delegates should and must be elected to take up questions even of the slightest importance which immediately concern the interests of the workers. In those countries, it is especially important to choose a staunch and determined strike committee. During elections of strike committees, the possibility of arrests and repressions must be kept in mind. Therefore, a small group which could continue the leadership of the strike in case of arrests or repressions must be chosen out of the broader strike committee. In these countries, information and connections are especially important, and for this purpose it is necessary to set up an illegal apparatus. A strikers number 8217, Defense Corps, composed directly of workers, against the fascist bands is of great importance in these countries. It is most important during every strike to stubbornly strive to come out into the open and utilize the slightest hitch during the strike to come up from underground.